to grab a plane that you already have existing and convert it into planometric. Yeah, so you can rotate it 45 degrees, the whole plane, okay? So this is how you can do in this method. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to select my plane. So this doesn't have any windows on this plane itself. I need to speak to that student in particular about having a staircase with no door at the top of the staircase. Might have some troubles. So I'm just going to press Command C to copy it. Okay, I'm going to go now and make a new document. A3 would do, create new document, okay? So this is all default, brand new, all good, okay? I'm going to press Command V to copy it in to the space. Now, if I bring my mouse over here, now I'm just using the selection tool, I can rotate. If I press Shift, it locks it in to 45 degree increments. Pretty cool? Right, so understanding that planometric drawing uses a 45 degree angle, this here is 45 degrees by chance, because, you know, it was horizontal and vertical lines before, and this here is 45 degrees as well. So all we need to do here is do this. So check this one out. This one's going to be awesome. Okay. At the moment, this here is just a straight line. So what I need to do is I need to go to Object, for example. I need to go down to Path, and I need to outline stroke. So what has happened here is that if I zoom in and I press Command Y to go into line mode, you see that there's two lines here. Pretty cool. Everyone's so excited. I wonder if I could actually record the classroom right now. Everyone's concentrating on their folios. It feels like I'm just talking to myself as usual. Okay, so here we go. Right, so I'm zooming right out now. I've pressed Command Y to get back into edit mode. Okay, so understanding now, can someone tell me here, what height is a standard, a common roof height, ceiling height?
2.47.
Yeah, okay, if you want, yes, 2.4 and 2.7 is actually correct at the same time, because 2.4 is the general minimum height for a ceiling, which includes this the carpet height. Right, 2.7 is today's standard sort of height for ceiling. Okay. All right, so what I can do here is I can select my floor plan, the base of my floor, and I can go over to the Move tool, Selection tool, sorry, double click on the Selection tool, and it's shifted a little bit. But if I say horizontally, I don't want to shift it, and then I go vertical, and I'm going to type in minus 27 millimeters. Now, my drawing is still in 1:100 scale. Okay, so now I can click on copy and check this out. Whoa. All right, so I heard some really deep sighs then of how amazing that was. Did we hear it just then? Oh, see? All right, so that was someone else just saying that was amazing. Okay, and what we can do now is we can change the color of this black color, and we're just going to change it to some random color. So I'm just changing one to yellow, and I'm going to use the pen tool, and I'm going to click here, randomly, click here, click here, click here. Okay, all good so far. And now I'm going to use the direct selection tool to grab each node, and I'm going to bring it down to this point here, now down to this point here, and I can't see the other point, this point here. Right, and you can see now that I'm actually creating my planometric drawing nice in Illustrator. I do the same thing, continue working on this like this, okay, and I can now use the direct selection tool, and I can place in my sides. Fantastic. Okay, all good. All right, so continue going around the whole thing, but here I've got an issue. I want to do an internal wall now. Okay, so what I can do here is I'm just going to change the color of this yellow to something a little bit darker, just for the sake of it, okay? All good? All right, so I'm going to go into the cheat mode right here. I'm going to press Command Y to go into just line mode. And I'm going to do the usual thing, go to my pen tool, click once, click there, click here, click here. just to make the object. And I'm going to go to the direct selection tool now, and I'm going to click on this node, bring it over to this point here, click on that node to that point, this node to this point here, and this node over to here. I can't see anything that's happened, but if I press Command Y again, going to edit mode, I've got this happen. Okay? Now, this here is above everything else. So if I press, on the Mac, if I press Command, then open curly bracket, and if I press it a few times, it goes further back in the order, in the arrangement of objects. Okay? All good? So if you use that technique to go all the way around, you can actually produce your planometric drawing of your house quite easily in Illustrator. All good? Any questions? You have, is a quite fat stroke there is on an Illustrator? Okay, thank you. You can adjust it in the stroke tab of Illustrator. Okay, that was not me saying that. Okay, thank you. Please subscribe.